Yo, what's going on everyone? Guiding Light here, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how it is you can rank up the Fighters Guild. Now, in order to join the Fighters Guild, you will have to first follow a few steps, which I have put in a separate video. Now, once you guys are in the Fighters Guild, if you just speak to the NPC here at one of the main guilds, she will explain to you how it is you can actually go about leveling up in the ranks of the guild. Now, you will have to speak to her and ask about leveling up at first, and she will tell you the location of two people who are able to give you guys contracts. So very quickly, I'm going to take you guys to both of these locations. Now, there's two different locations to get contracts at, and the first one I went to actually did not have any contracts at it at first. However, I had to go back later on after completing a couple other steps, and the contracts did appear there later. So if you want to get to max rank, you will need to know about both of these locations. Now, the first one's going to be located over here in Anvil. Now, if you didn't know, there's actually fighters guilds in multiple different towns, basically in every major hub. So now that we are in Anvil, we can go to the fighters guild here in this town. It's actually right in front of the main gate if you guys end up fast traveling there, and all the fighters guilds looks pretty similar because they all have the same banners outside of them. Now, the reason why we're stopping here at this fighters guild here in Anvil is because there is a captain here who can give you guys contracts. Now, when I came here, there was not anybody here to give me contracts, at least at first, but after doing a couple other steps, he was here later. So there may be a chance that he is here at first. He's either going to be found here in the bottom lobby, and if you don't find him, you're going to go upstairs into his office. His name is Azura, and he will be wearing a full iron set. So you're supposed to be able to find him in one of these three rooms, which I'm showing you guys now. If he's not here, you will have to go over to the other city, and you will be able to start contracts over there, but normally he would be found right there behind his desk. So if you guys don't find Azura, what you'll have to do is open up your map. You're going to go to the town just to the right of the Imperial City. There will be another Fighters Guild here, and I was able to start up my contracts at this Fighters Guild once I arrived. So once you guys get into town, pull open your map. This is where you're going to be able to find the Fighters Guild, and it should be pretty easy to go and start the contracts up once you are inside. So it will be this big purple building here with the same red banners out in front as you saw at the other two guilds. Now, once you are inside, you will have to speak to the specific character here, and you will have to ask him about getting contracts. Now, he should be able to give you guys contracts. For whatever reason, Azura was not in his original location. But if you come up here, talk to this org, he should be able to give you guys the contracts. You just have to simply ask for them. Now, once you do this, it will give you guys a completely separate task, and it will basically start the quest line for the Fighters Guild to allow you guys to move up the ranks. So this isn't really explained very well when first joining the guild, but once you guys have done or at least started the first contract, it should be pretty simple to go and get more. The only two places you can get contracts are from this guy here and from Azura, which I showed you guys the location of back at the beginning of the video. So as you progress through these storylines or through these side quests, you will level up and rank up, and you just have to go back and forth between the two vendors in order to progress and continue to get more quests. Now, you can only do one at a time, so you will have to finish the one that you're on now before you're going to be able to go and get more contracts. Now, one thing you do have to be very careful of on these contracts is to not break any of the guild's rules. So you have to try really hard not to actually deal any damage to the other guild members, and definitely do not accidentally take them out, because if you do, you will be completely removed from the guild. Now, there are ways to rejoin, but it takes hours and it takes a lot of gold, honestly, to get back in the guild, and it's really just a giant waste of time. So with that being said, guys, just be really careful when going about these contracts. And that's about it, guys. You're going to have to do a bunch of these in order to get to the max rank if you really are trying to get all of the achievements. And I'll be making guides for all of the missions involved that are, at least are the ones that are difficult to complete. So hopefully this helps you out, and I will catch you in the next one.